So I've got a 2006 4Runner V8 and the AC stopped working. So I knew I had a leak. I put dye into it last year, and so I'm gonna go ahead and try to fill it. So I'm gonna be using AC Pro. This was $69, 69 buckaroonies. So like I said, I got the V8. They don't make them anymore. I think the new 4Runners are gonna be a 4-cylinder with hybrid. It's just crazy. So this is 2006. So here's where you're gonna actually add your coolant, or your refrigerant, I should say. Not the high port, you're gonna add it to the low port, and all that has to happen is you just take this little cap off. And then you're gonna click on the new apparatus that's gonna click right onto this system, and then you're gonna see where your levels are at. And then once you get your levels and you know that you need to add more, you just pull the trigger until this thing's full, and then hopefully that's gonna solve your problem. And this has a little release valve on it, so all you need to do is just push onto it. What I recommend is just put your thumb on one end and hold the back of this line, and it'll click on. So now it's on, it's secure. When you want to come off, pull it off, boom. Should have gotten a video of me going through the filling up process, but it came up full immediately, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So nothing got better, and it said it was full. I doubt that. So I'm gonna go try and see if I can get an AC relay and see if that's the actual problem. So this is where your fuse box and relays land. There's a little nifty chart that'll show you what's what. The MGCLT is the AC relay, not the one that says AC. So that gray one below the purple looking one is what I'm gonna try to replace. So on the right is the original Toyota OEM relay for the AC. This was a $24 part to get the new one. It doesn't say obviously Toyota or anything like that, but it's a 4-prong, $24 after tax. Good to go. All right, so that's now in. So that didn't work either. So kind of at a loss. So I'm starting to wonder, maybe since you have to have the system running when the AC is getting filled, I think that means the relay has to be working in order for it to move, open up the valves. So maybe that's what it is, that it was showing that it had pressure, and the bad relay was what was the actual problem originally, but it's actually still empty. I don't know, we'll find out. And so I'm hoping that when I put this back on to read where it's at, that it says that it's almost empty. So we'll find out. And it does say it's almost empty. So I think that's where we're at. Because this thing should be almost empty. And I think that's what it was. So let's see, I'm gonna fill this thing up. We'll get into the green, and then I hope that the AC is gonna start working. That would be freaking awesome. So there you have it. I just put this entire canister. This canister was like $69, and I basically put the whole entire thing in there because this thing I know was leaking. So I knew it was gonna be low, so I had no idea why it would have said full before I replaced the relay, because the AC wasn't working. And I think it just surely comes down to the fact that the relay wasn't allowing the system to flow, and then when I went to fill it, it just got totally clogged up. Honestly, I don't know if this is the right way to do it or not. Probably it is, because when I thought I'd used the entire thing up, I went and shook it and I could feel there's more refrigerant in there. So I'm holding it upside down now, and I am getting more added into the system. So again, not sure if this is the right way to do it or what, but I am getting more in, and good to know. Oh man, I gotta tell you, the AC is just blasting cold air, which is just such a relief right now in the middle of July, or earlier July. So let's do a quick recap. I'll turn this lovely AC off for a second so you can hear me better. So initially I knew I had a leak, and I had somebody repair it or add fluid in last year, and they added in refrigerant, and they put a dye in so they could try to find the leak. I didn't wait to go back to that person. They're super stacked and busy right now. So then I went and got that AC Pro to put coolant or refrigerant into the system myself. When I initially read it, it was saying it was totally full. And I'm like, that's impossible. I know this thing was leaking already. How is it totally full? I squeezed the trigger a couple times and it said it was like almost over full. I'm like, this makes no sense, right? So I'm like, okay, maybe it's the relay, right? So I put in the new AC relay, and then I tried to run the AC, and nothing. It's still hot air. So the new relay, no, and then no AC. It's saying it's full. Okay, there's got to be something else going on. And then I realized maybe the relay was, now that it was involved in the process and working, that now I could properly fill the AC refrigerant into the system. And I tried that out. Once the new relay was in, and I tested to see, once the cycle started again, and I tested to see the pressure in the system, it was at 0. So that relay was blocking up the system, so you couldn't get an accurate read. Once it worked and actually operated, it went to totally empty, right? So there's no pressure. So that's a long story short. But anyways, the cycle that you should follow is, honestly, do your relay first. It was 24 bucks. If you're really struggling with this, you know, put in a new relay, run the system, try to fill it with the AC. It was under 100 bucks for me to do this myself, and I have AC. So with all of us being relatively broke these days, I'll tell you, like, that was worth it to me. And I'm happy that I didn't just give up and not try to fill it again after the new relay was in there. So anyways, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And sorry, I'm wearing all my work clothes. I was out landscaping today. But anyways, I have AC. Let's go. Let's go, baby. All right. Thanks for watching.